Alright, my people, welcome back to my channel, where it's not just about beauty, it's about memories, laughter, and tradition. Today, as we dive into these beautiful box braids, I want to take you back in time. Yeah, back to those sweet days when there was no internet, no TV in every home, no mobile phones. Life was so simple then. The whole village was like one big family. So, while we're braiding, I'm going to share a funny childhood story with you. A story I know will make you laugh and think of your own memories. But before we start, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do, so you don't miss these kinds of stories here. We're more than just viewers. We're a family. So let me set the scene for you. Back in those days, children spent most of their time outdoors, not stuck in any house, staring at the screen. And one of the biggest joys we had, it was going to the stream. Going to the stream back then was not a simple fetch water and go back home. Oh no, it was a whole adventure, an experience. Imagine this. Every morning, our mothers would shout our names, telling us to grab our small buckets and head to the stream to get water. Now, we didn't think of it as work. To us, it was pure excitement. We would gather in groups, barefoot, buckets in hand, walking down that familiar path through the bushes, laughing, teasing each other, and planning all the things we'll do once we got to the stream. And let me tell you, there were always these two types of children. The serious ones, who just wanted to fetch the water and go, and then there were the ones like me. We were there for the full fun. So, on this particular day, we were all gathered, maybe about 10 of us. There was this one, Emeka, the ringleader of all mischief. Emeka had this idea that he could make us all laugh so hard we would forget why we even came to the stream. So, as we were walking, he started telling everyone that there was a spirit that lived in a big tree next to the stream. Now, nobody had seen his spirit, but Emeka swore he did. He said, if you don't greet the spirit, you won't get enough water in your bucket. You can imagine the panic. We were small, gullible kids, so we believed him completely. Each one of us, one by one, stopped in front of this tree, greeting it like it was an elder. Good morning, spirit. Spirit, I greet you. It was funny, but back then, it felt serious. When we finally got to the stream, the real drama started. Because let me tell you, fetching water was supposed to be quick. We would take hours. Why? Because there was so much play in between. We would pretend to be fish, splash each other water, and sometimes we even climbed the rocks nearby, trying to see who could jump the farthest. Meanwhile, buckets were floating away, rolling in stream, and nobody even noticed because we were so busy laughing and screaming. Now, here is when it got even funnier. Emeka, our ringleader, had this bright idea to catch a small fish and put in his bucket. He was saying, I will take this fish home and it will grow, and I will become the village fisherman. He was so proud already, imagining himself as this big fisherman. So we all crowded around him, clapping and cheering him on. But as we were all laughing and shouting, we suddenly heard footsteps behind us, and we turned, and it was one of the village elders. The fear that gripped us. He stood there, arms folded, staring at us like we had just committed the biggest crime. He shouted, "Children, did you come here to fetch water or to play?" You should have seen the way we scattered. Everybody ran back to their buckets, pretending to be serious. But some of us couldn't hold our laughter. One girl even slipped into the water because she was laughing so hard. And Emeka dropped his prize fish, right back into the stream and started fetching water like his life depended on it. Now, after all the fuse and the pretending, we filled our buckets right. We started walking back, and all the time we reached halfway, that mischievous spirit came over Emeka again. He was telling us that he saw another spirit back there, somewhere by the bushes, and that if you don't pour a little water on the ground for the spirit, you might fall on the path. That is, fall on the ground with your water. So each of us, one by one, poured a bit of water on the ground to honor the spirits. By the time we got home, our buckets were half empty. And of course, our mothers were not happy. You people, how do you go to the stream and come back with a half bucket? And what did we say? Mama, the sun was too hot. The water evaporated. We all had the same excuse because Emeka had told us what to say. These were the kind of memories we created. And those days, we didn't care about anything else. We just knew we had each other. We knew we were safe, and every single day felt like a new adventure. I think about it now, and I laugh. Life was so beautiful then. We knew everyone in the village. There was no fear, no insecurity. If one of us went too far, someone would shout, "Come back here." because everyone looked after each other's children. You see, these days, people live next door and don't even know each other's names. But back then, we were like one big family, even with all our funny little traditions or our innocent superstitions. And now, whenever I braid, I remember those simple times. We'll sit, mothers and daughters, cousins and friends, braiding each other's hair, laughing, sharing, and just being together. That's the beauty of community. And that's why, as I braid today, I want you to know that it is more than just hair. These box braids carries memories. They carry stories, and they remind us of the strength in our traditions. So as you're watching this, remember that every braid is a link to our roots. And if you enjoyed this story, please hit that subscribe button, because we are more than just a channel here. We are a family, a community, sharing memories and laughs. Thank you for staying with me. And remember, life is sweetest when we keep it simple. Stay connected and find laughter in even the smallest things. See you in the next video. Bye.